Hi guys, it's Gav here from DancePlanet.tv, and in today's show I've got Chris Mason with me and we're going to be talking about Gary Anderson. Thanks for joining me today, Chris. How you doing?
Really good, mate, really good.
Fantastic. So in this video, with him winning obviously the Champions League of Darts yesterday, there's been loads of talk, and especially on Twitter, is Gary Anderson the best player in the...
I wonder who started that.
Yes, I know, it was you. I did see it on there. Is Gary Anderson the best player in the world right now? Obviously, I've seen your tweet, so what are you thinking?
Well, yeah, no, I mean, it's incredible. I have a good saying now for people on Twitter. We have 2 eyes, 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. Read the tweet, everybody says, oh, he's not better than Taylor. Listen, at the moment, currently, Gary Anderson is the best dart player in the world. The stats don't lie. Michael van Gerwen, who is obviously regarded, and rightly so, the #1 player, ranked player in the world. He's been a dominant force away on the Euro tours, which are a short format early doors, and I just think that's what's been going on. He's been able to bully them over a short course.
Yeah.
He's been playing some long course TV darts. Let's not forget, he only holds 1 TV ranking title so far in this calendar season.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is frightening. Where Gary Anderson, he's won on every channel, including the radio.
Yeah, he's got the UK Open, and he's got the UK Open, the US Darts Masters, the World's Match Play. Just won the Champions League of Darts. He's holding all of them pretty much, isn't he?
Which is on the bead. Yeah, I mean, the big events with the elite players in it, the only one that eluded him this season, really, was the Premier League, and he made the semis in that, played his good mate Michael Smith, which he always tends to, he either destroys him or struggles with him. He finds a bit of a handful. And let's be honest, the version of Michael Smith this year is far improved. But, yeah, for me, is he the best ever? You'd certainly have him in your top 5. You know, we all know my opinion. Phil Taylor, the greatest dart player ever to tickle tungsten.
Yeah.
And in second place, Michael van Gerwen. You know, I don't really have opinions. It's more based on facts.
Facts.
The fact of the matter is, right now, Gary Anderson is the best dart player in the world. And there's plenty of polls out there, you know, and I think on this rare occasion, mate, I could be right.
I love that. I'm actually going to get a poll on this video, so for all you watching it, there'll be a poll up there. Just click the eye and have your vote. What I find most fascinating about Gary Anderson is obviously he don't really bother with the Pro Tour. He sort of pick and choose that, doesn't he? European Tour, he don't do it all. He just stay away from that. And
well, the problem is, mate, he's so popular and in such demand on the exhibition circuit, you know, and earns a small fortune.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and he doesn't need to do them. Why should he? You know, and people go, well, an exhibition's like doing a tournament. It's not. It's nowhere near. It's a much more relaxed environment. It's a lot of fun. He gets the chance to spend some time with his fans, and he has, you know, he has one of the biggest fan bases out there.
And he's a family man, isn't he?
Exhibitions. He does, you know, he likes doing that, and he likes time at home with the family, which, you know, again, it's finding the right balance. But for me, he's got it perfect. Peter Wright's got it wrong. Although I will say his match with Michael van Gerwen was just out of this world.
Yeah. Oh, he's an incredible player. I know with all the once you get to that position, you can be choosy in that. For the less players that are trying to get there, I spoke about it in another video, they have to do it. So Gary Anderson, like I say, is he's got the choice of what he want to do, what he don't want to do. And even practice, he makes me laugh. He'll say sometimes he's done nothing and then he'll just go and do an odd hour practice here or 2 hours there. But it keeps him fresh, doesn't it?
Yeah, he's got the balance right. He's been playing darts for such a long time now that he can literally pick them up and they feel almost perfect. I mean, he still does have his wobbles. He still goes up there sometimes and you know, looks like he'll play like champagne and plays like lemonade. But you know, that's going to happen for a guy that does pick and choose and does have a week or 2 off. And he's not the most prolific practice, but if he gets through the first round and he's at a tournament, he's looking the man to beat right now. I mean, he's winning in all aspects of the game. Like I say, he's won in America. He won the World Match Play.
Yeah.
He won the Champions League.
We've obviously got the Grand Prix, Grand Slam of darts and the Worlds coming up. How many do you think he's going to get his hands on any of those?
Yeah, I think he is looking at events now that he's not won before. Michael van Gerwen did the very same thing a couple of years ago, and you could see his frustration. He wants to win. He wants to win all of the events that he's not previously won.
Yeah.
And as you say about ranking and everything else, picking and choosing, you ask these players, do they care about being number one in the world? Absolutely not.
No.
Maybe once you've got there, you'd like to hold on to that position.
Yeah.
What would you rather be, a world champion or world number one? I know what I'd rather be.
World champion, of course you would. You take that every time. You don't remember the world number. Obviously, I can't say some players, but in the past, there's not just in darts, but in some sports, you look at the world number one. I'm not going to say it in darts there, but like snooker. Do you remember when Lee Selby was number one for all that time and never won it? Everybody kept saying, how can you be world number one? And he hadn't never been world champion, had he? I know he has multiple times since. But
Mark Selby, yeah, that's right. Yeah, he soon put that right.
Yeah,
I mean,
he did.
He played in every tournament. He loved playing darts. He loved travelling, and that was at a time when, I mean, it's a bit of a myth that Taylor didn't do them all, but ultimately Colin Lloyd was the most consistent player over a season, and that was one of Colin's ambitions.
Yeah,
and he was a major winner. He won the match play and the Grand Prix, obviously. But again, you asked him, I bet he would have swapped that number one spot for being world champion. But I suppose it's two things the sport can never take away from you if you've achieved that.
it is. Yeah, that was Colin Lloyd I was thinking about. Alan Warner, he was another one. He got to world number one, didn't he?
He was number one for a long
time, but never...
He back then, we didn't really have many TV tournaments, so Alan was a prolific winner, as was Colin on the open circuit.
Yeah.
In the length and breadth of Europe and America and Canada, those guys knew how to win tournaments.
So just going back to these tournaments that are coming up, which one do you think Gary Anderson's most likely to get his hands on? Grand Prix, obviously, double in, double out.
No, I don't fancy that, and I never would fancy for him for that, because if there's one area of the game that still blights him, although it's rarely, he'll go missing on his doubles. You've only got to look in the history of time how finicky this tournament can be. Adrian Gray beat Phil Taylor at his comp. Andy Calaby beat him at his comp.
Yeah.
Taylor beat him there, which is far less of a shock, obviously. But yeah, it's one of those kind of tournaments you have to ride your luck out, and it's very unforgiving. That first round, best of 3 sets, is absolutely brutal.
Yeah, it is.
Past that stage, you can almost get yourself into the event, but there's going to be some shocks first round. For me, again, that group stage is for Gary at the Grand Slam. Depending on his group, if he gets through that and then starts playing over, the longer sessions.
Yeah.
I fancy him heavy for that.
And that'll be Liam going into the Worlds after that on a high as well. He always is going to turn up for that, isn't he?
Championships in between that, the Players' Championships finals.
Yeah.
The World Series finals. So there's lots of events for him to sort of get the formula right. But again, he'd be looking at that Grand Slam. That's a big tournament on the player's mind. It was one that, outside of probably the Worlds and the match play, you'd look at and think, I'd like to win that one. For me, the Grand Prix is a bit of a crapshoot, and that's why there's been so many different winners of that over the years. But
are you glad that's the only double in, double out tournament that there is then?
Yes.
Yeah, you're not allowed, because some people say that they wish there was a few more because of you get different winners and maybe not the favourites and upsets and some of the other players. I wondered if you'd say that. Do you think most players think that then, Chris? Would most dart players say the same? Glad there's only about one?
Yeah, I wouldn't. I mean, I'd like to see some different formats out there. Maybe best of 3 legs per set. Maybe there's so many variables. I'd like to see a doubles tournament.
Yeah.
Where it's doubles throughout and not based on your country of birth. Like just maybe a manufacturer. They put two of their players together and you get all the manufacturers.
That'd be good fun.
2 teams in, but you play doubles all the way through, no singles, none of this stuff that you had in the World Cup. It's just pairs right the way through. I'd like to see one of those. I'd like to see them try and bring back the I think it was called the Flowers Dartsathlon back in the day, which is now the BDO still run it. It's the Darts Pentathlon. I'd like to see something that'd be awkward to film for TV, but it's definitely doable, done in the right format and with the right sort of commentators. And maybe I'd like to see a combination of like they do in the soft tip darts.
Yeah.
So they have a choice of playing 501 or 701 or cricket.
Yeah.
And then they get the choice. So there's definitely room for variables. I don't think the bubble's quite burst yet. That was meant to have burst about 5 years ago, apparently.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a long while as well, isn't it, with what they got planned? 2019 is going to be absolutely rammed, isn't it?
Yeah, Barry's just so smart. He's taking it to different territories. So, if it doesn't work in one place, it'll work in another. And we desperately need to find some real high-end Asian players. Max Opp, who did win that European Tour event, we need him to kick on again. The territories where we have, BBC America have taken all of the dart stuff, so things are moving there with the CDC and everything else. So it's all looking very, very bright. Next year, I think it's 15 odd million in prize money.
That's insane, isn't it? Absolutely crazy.
Pro tours are now moving midweek because there's just not enough weekends of the year. Great. And it is great. The PDC TV coverage continues to flourish and improve. Something I'd like to be doing, to be honest. I'm still a little bit at a loss of why I've not been asked to do any of that.
Yeah, I'm surprised too. I can't believe it.
Well, because, I base a lot of my research on the back of that. A lot of the stuff I do with bookmakers and, the preview stuff I do for tournaments is all based on what goes on in those events.
Yeah.
And, so I don't know why I don't get asked to do those, but maybe that's something I will explore further next year. It's it's one of those things. The guys there do a great job. That's here and there, but I think they're probably room for Uncle Mace to move in.
I think there is too, definitely. Just while we're on formats and different things, do you prefer leg play or set?
Leg play. It's the purest form of the game. Set play's great. Again, it's a variable, but I remember playing John Part of the Worlds and having a higher average, hitting more doubles, hitting more 180s, hitting more 140s, and still losing.
Yeah. It is exciting. I like both, to be honest with you. I like the mix of all the tournaments. I love the Grand Slam that's coming up as well.
I think where they got the Grand Prix wrong was doing double start and sets.
Yes.
I think that was I think that's something that maybe they should look at changing. But they won't now because everybody knows it's one of those. But maybe do a double start leg play.
Yeah.
I don't know. The problem with the double start and the quality of players nowadays that, even back in my day, that if you don't get off in the first three darts, you have legs that the guys are not interested in and are fairly dead, sort of 6-9 darts into the leg.
Yeah.
Doesn't make good viewing.
No. And that's what it's about. As Barry Hearn says, it's all about the entertainment, isn't it?
Yeah, and it stood the test of time. So, again, it's not a critique. It's just, things I think about. Well, I watch these events. How would I improve them? But, like I've always said, Barry's got a Bentley and I've got a BMW for a reason.
he likes stirring things up, like in the snooker at the moment with a new shot clock, and there's always that's good marketing. He's a clever. Him and Eddie, they're clever, aren't they?
Yeah,
clever guys.
They're very innovative. They're always looking at ways of making it a better experience for the fan and the viewer. You see it with Eddie, with the boxing and everything else, and how that's moving forward. And when you're starting selling 80,000, 90,000 tickets to go and watch a guy fight.
Oh, it's crazy, isn't it? Absolutely crazy.
The modern world. Years ago, when it was, people would flock to big sporting events. now they have the opportunity to sit home watching it on their big TV in the comfort of their own home.
Yeah.
But it's an outstanding job to, I mean, what they've done with Joshua going off on a tangent. I mean, it is an occasion, and yeah, that sort of, you know, whether it's the darts that sort of brought the boxing on or whatever else, the ideas from the darts, or, you know, it's crossed over in some way because everything Matchroom touch turns to gold.
That made me laugh with the bracelets this weekend, where they all stuck a bracelet on. If you was the last, you got to go on them seats, didn't you? It's just, you know, who thought of these things?
Yeah,
it's just.
I want to know how they get them back.
Yeah, that is the thing. Well, anyway, thank you for coming on. So, currently, as things stand, Gary Anderson, we think, is the best player in the world right now. There you go. You heard it from Chris. Thanks for all that watched the video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn your notifications on. And me and Chris will catch you next time. Bye.